Alright guys, we're in section 3 territory now, we're in calculus territory. So since we're in calculus territory now, it's differentiation and integration. Yeah, differentiation and integration time. So this question right here, it says we're supposed to differentiate sine x plus cos 4x. I'm going to just call it y, so it's easy. Let y equal, or you don't have to call it y. If you want to differentiate an expression, just do this. d by dx of the expression given, sine x plus cos 4x. When we differentiate that, when you differentiate sine, you get cos x plus, when you differentiate cos now, you get negative sine, but you get negative 4 sine 4x. But remember guys, when you differentiate cos, you get negative sine, but then you multiply it by the derivative of 4. That's the answer there. This is how much marks? This is 2 marks. So not much there, that's cos x minus 4 sine 4x. Part 2. Part 2 want you to differentiate this here. We want you to find d by dx. This means the derivative with respect to x of 2x cubed plus 2 over 2x plus 1. Now guys, this is quotient rule. Always remember quotient rule. If y is equal to top over bottom, then dy by dx is, you start with the bottom and you end with the bottom square. You start with the bottom, multiply it by the derivative of the top, minus the top times the derivative of the bottom over the bottom square. That's how we differentiate that right here. You start with the bottom and you end with the bottom square. So using quotient rule, we start with the bottom, 2x plus 1, multiplied by the derivative of the top, that is 6x squared, minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom square. That's quotient rule. So let's finish that off right there, guys. So what we get now is d by dx of 2x cubed plus 1 over 2x plus 1. Using quotient rule, we just need to simplify this now. 6x squared times 2, that's 12x cubed. 6x squared times 1, that's 6x squared. 2 times 2 is 4. What? 2 times 2. Just want to make sure I didn't make any error. Start with the bottom, times the derivative of the top. 3 times 2 is 6, 6x squared, good. Minus the top, times the differential of the bottom. Good, so good. So 2 times 2, that's 4, that's 4x cubed. Then 2 times 2 is also 4, so that's minus 4. But you probably wonder where that minus comes from. Positive 2 times positive 2 is 4, but then this negative sign make it a minus 4 divided by the bottom square. So the final answer, guys, 12 minus 4 is 8. So you get 8x cubed plus, this is now 6x squared. Then that's just minus 4 over 2x plus 1 all squared. This is how much marks? 3 easy marks. I know everybody should be good with this one. 3 easy marks. No issues. Alright, now part 2, it says use principles of differentiation to compute the stationary value of y equal x squared minus 4x plus 2. y equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. Compute the stationary value. How are we going to do that? Now guys, remember, at a stationary point, dy by dx is 0. At a stationary point, dy by dx is equal to 0 at stationary point. Alright? So since dy by dx is 0 at stationary point, we differentiate this to get, let's differentiate it. What you end up getting is 2x minus 4, and you set it equal to 0. Guys, this is dy by dx. When you differentiate x squared minus 4x plus 2, just write it here, dy by dx would be 2x minus 4. I will set it equal to 0. Solving that x must be 2. Now guys, this is the x value at the stationary point. This is not the stationary value. The stationary value is y, and you plug 2 into y then, 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 2, that is, this is 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 8, that's negative 2. So guys, therefore, the stationary point is 2, negative 2. But guys, the stationary value, or sometimes in other words, you can write it as the minimum value. The minimum value is negative 2. That's the minimum value, guys, negative 2. The minimum is the y value. And that's 4 marks. Now guys, you didn't need to use differentiation at all to do this. You could have completed the square, use quadratics, and find that this is the turning point. And so this will be the minimum value. All you're asking you to do is to find k. So to find the stationary value, guys, look at this. From quadratics, you could just say minimum value k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. You can just do that. 4 times 1 times 2 minus b squared over 4 times a. You could have just done that, guys, and I guarantee you get 8 minus, let me say 8 plus 4 is 12. 4 times a, b squared, sorry. 4ac minus b squared, that would have given negative 2. So guys, anyway you wanted to do it, this would have given the stationary value. This short way, or by differentiation. Either way is fine, guys, either way is fine. Alright, part 3. Part 3, guys, says a motorist starts from a point X and travels 60 meters due north to a point Y at a constant speed of 4 meters per second. So guys, when you're at point X, let's write it down. You're at point X right here, and you travel 60 meters due north. So this is now the point Y. This is 60 meters. And while you were traveling for 60 meters, you were traveling at a speed of 4 meters per second. Now guys, after that you stay at the point Y for like 20 seconds. You just sit down and do nothing. It's a 20 seconds, you just build. He stays at Y for 25 seconds. So for the next 25 seconds, guys, you just build. You are just chilling. Alright? And then now, it says that he then travels at a constant speed at 10 meters per second for 100 meters to a point Z. So you go down here now to some point Z and you travel 100 meters at 10 meters per second. Ooh, nice. Now the question says find the average speed for the whole journey. So first thing, guys, average speed is a simple formula. Average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. That's average speed. Total distance divided by total time. So the total distance traveled is 60 meter and 100 meter. That's 160 meter divided by the total time. Now guys, we need to find how long it takes to go from X to Y. Now if you went 60 meter at 4 meter per second, that means here, so you take 15 seconds to reach up to Y. So T equals 15 seconds. So 15 seconds to go to Y, 25 seconds chilling. How did I do that? Remember guys, distance, velocity is equal to distance over time. Velocity is distance over time. So if you switch it, time is equal to distance divided by velocity. So the distance is 60, the velocity is 4, so that's 15. So the same thing here, distance divided by velocity, you get that the time is 100 over 10 is 10. So guys, 15 seconds, the total time then is 15 seconds, 25 seconds chilling, 10 seconds. So the average speed is 160 divided by 15 plus 25 is 40, 40 plus 10 is 50, 160 over 50 is 16 over 5, 16 over 5 is 3.2 meter per second. That's the average speed. Guys, it's nice. That's the answer. I give you 4 marks. Now guys, if you get this question right, you know, so you are a general. Alright? Because a lot of persons don't account for the 25 second you're resting. So if you get this right, you're a general. You just give them the general look. Nice. Alright guys, so let's look at the next part. That was that there. Part 2, it says now find the average velocity of the journey. Average velocity. Now guys, velocity is, this is now a vector quantity. So this is now average velocity is, it's now total displacement. That's average velocity. Total displacement divided by total time. That's it guys. So the average velocity is total displacement divided by total time. What is the total displacement? Now guys, if you're taking north as a positive direction, you go 60 meter up and 100 meter down. That means that the total displacement is, this is negative. That's negative 40. This is negative 40. Why is it negative 40? Guys, look. Displacement, you go 60 meter up and 100 meter down. That really means that you only go 40 meter down. It's always with respect to the origin, alright? So if I am here and I walk down there and come back here, right? I come back to my original spot, that would mean a displacement of 0. But if I walk down there, come back here, and then continue walk, go way back so, right? If I continue walking, then the displacement would start to be negative. In this case, the displacement is negative 40. So it's negative 40 over the total time 50, which is negative 0.8 meter per second. Now guys, the negative 0.8, this just means that you pass back the origin. You pass back where you started. Alright, this just means that you're going in the reverse direction now. Alright? That's all that means right there. The negative just means you're going in the reverse direction. So that's it guys. Alright, question 5 says, determine the following integral. So we need to integrate 2x squared plus 3x Now guys, to integrate, you add 1 to the power, you divide by the power. That's it. Add 1 to the power, divide by the power. So add 1 to the power to get 3, divide by the new power 3. Add 1 to the power 2, divide by the power, plus some constant c. Guys, that's it. That's clear. So that's the first one right there. Hope everybody get that. Nice. The next one says to integrate 2 sine 3x. Integrate 2 sine 3x dx. So to integrate this, guys, when you integrate sine, you get, when you differentiate cos, you get negative sine. So when you integrate sine, you get negative cos. So this becomes 2 cos 3x. But guys, you have to divide by the derivative here, which is 3. Alright? So divide that by the 3. The derivative of this plus our constant c. Now I didn't put back a plus c because we use c up here. That's your answer. That's 3 marks. The next part says, using an integration method, calculate the area of the first quadrant under the graph y equals 3 sine x. So, part B, guys, we want to find the area. First thing, guys, is let's draw the graph. Y equals 3 sine x. This is how the graph look. Y equals 3 sine x look like this. Sine graph start from 0. Let me see. Sine graph start from 0. We know say the sine of what is 1? The sine of 90. 90 is pi by 2. Right? Pi by 2 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So this is how the sine graph look in the first quadrant. Guys, this is just the first quadrant. Right? If you put 0 in your calculator, the sine of 0 is 0. So that means the 1 root here so is 0. Now guys, to find the next root now, solving sine x equals 0 or solving 3 sine x equals 0, you get 2 answers. One in the first quadrant, one in the second quadrant. If one answer is 0, the next answer is sine inverse of 0. Sine inverse of 0 is what? Sine inverse of 0 is pi. So therefore this value is pi. Now guys, what they want you to do is find the area in the first quadrant. The area is this region right here. Let's call it R. This is the area. Since I'm calling that region R, R is just going to be equal to the integral from 1 root 0 to pi of 3 sine x dx. So guys, we'll integrate that, we'll get the integral of sine is negative cos. So we'll get minus 3 cos x. Now we're going from 0 to pi. Now guys, therefore R, meaning the area is, when you put in pi, the cos of pi is negative 1. So this becomes negative 3 times negative 1 minus the cos of 0 is 1. So it's minus now. Minus 3 times 1, close up those brackets, minus and minus become plus, so this becomes 3 plus 3, which is 6. Now guys, area is always units squared, so it's 6 units squared. That's the answer, 6 units squared. Area is 6 units squared, guys. 6 units squared. So you get this? Again, let's get in the general look. Yeah? You guys. 6 units squared, so that's it. Okay. Nice. Alright. Part C now, it says a particle starting from rest travels in a straight line with the acceleration a given by a equal t squared where t is time in second. Determine the velocity of the particle. So first thing, A equal t squared. Now guys, to find velocity, velocity is equal to the integral of acceleration with respect to time. So the velocity is the integral of t squared dt. So we get t cubed over 3. That's how we get our integrate t squared. Now you probably say, why don't we put plus c? Now guys, the question said the particle started from rest. From rest means that the constant is 0. Rest means that the constant is 0. So I don't need to put in plus c. Good. Now the next thing, guys, it says determine the velocity. That's it. That's the velocity formula, guys. So you can tell them v is equal to t cubed over 3. That's 2 marks. The next part says calculate the displacement of the particle between 0 and 2. So guys, part 2 now, for the displacement we're going to use the letter S. Displacement is the integral of velocity with respect to time. But this time we're integrating from t equals 0 to t equals 2. And we integrate the velocity formula this time, t cubed over 3 dt. When you integrate this, you get t to the 4, divide by the power 4, we still times it by 3, and we're going from 0 to 2. So guys, we'll plug in 2 here, 2 to the 4th power, over 4 times 3 is 12. Minus, put in the 0, that's 0. 2 to the 4 is 16. I believe that's 16 over 12. 16 over 12. I know it's sad, guys. 16 over 12 is 4 over 3. That's sad to take out the calculator for that. That's 4 over 3 meters. That's the distance traveled. Or some people might say 1 and 1 over 3. That's the distance traveled, guys. I hope you don't get that. That takes care of section 3. So guys, we know the usual. We'll finish section 3. Out.